Hi, everybody. Welcome to Hook and Stitch in Island Style. I'm Antoinette, your hostess, coming to you from Deer Island, New Brunswick, Canada, located in the Bay of Fundy. If you're watching the replay, thank you. Don't forget thummies. And if you want, share the video. I want to welcome our returning Fiber Family members, new Fiber Family members, Island Yarnies, Yayas. And if it's your first time here and you like what you see, then click the subscribe, the bell, and all, and hopefully you'll get notified when I upload a video, have a live or post on the community post page. Welcome in, little sis, Zara. Big little sis. I got two little sisters here today. Marlene, lucky duck. So welcome everybody. Yes, we're having this on Saturday because tomorrow I have a charity poker tournament that I am participating in. And let me tell you something. I cannot find my ChiaoGoo interchangeable set. I had it out to change cords for, I'm going to show you, solar flare and that. I can't find it. And I'm like really upset because that's a very expensive set of needles. So today we'll do our usual chat. I'm going to show you what I've been working on. I'm going to be putting my rest of my needles into that holds my Prim DPNs, Zing DPNs, my sock sets, like my 9-inch, and I'm going to put my, welcome in Beta, Mindful. This one's empty down here, but I'm trying to organize all my needles because I'm going to be cleaning out. We're on a cleaning binge. We are on a purge mode. This morning we were out in the storage shed and actually got a path going down the center, put a whole bunch of stuff into the garbage, got a table up at the top of the driveway. It's, hey, take this, it's free. I'm talking, I have a Christmas village, a carousel, a train set. Take it, free. Get rid of it. So I'm going to show you what I've been working on. We're going to be here for a couple hours, right around 3 o'clock, because I still have a lot to do today. Goal is the end of the year to have the basement all organized and guest room set up, the bar set up, all that done. Go through everything down there, get the cold room, the sewing, our quilting section, which is going to be in the back. Take the big heavy custom made table from up here downstairs, put a smaller table in the dining room. I got to clean out the closet, the half closet that's in the living room, and purge. That's just purge, downsizing, get rid of. I've got a tote that I have porcelain dolls that with certificates. Some of the stuff I'm going to put up on eBay. I've got a set that I just took it out of the box the first time, a set of Civil War collector lamps that I've actually got the certificates of authenticity for them. Warren had ordered those many years ago. We were going to put them downstairs in the family room. Don't need them, so I'll sell those. But I'm purging. I'm going to finish putting these needles, my Hias and stuff in. Excuse me, pardon me. Now, today, yeah, between now and December, that's it. The whole house, shed, everything purged, because I still have stuff up at the store I've got to get out, which a lot is my antiques, which I'm going to take pictures of, and I'm going to put it as a bulk package. This guy wants to buy them. The only thing I have a vintage razor set. I have a vintage 1932 Belmont barber chair, completely restored. And yes, they're very valuable, that I'm going to put up for sale and stuff. Now, today we do have the super chat wheel. And if we make the goal, then we will, we will have 2 giveaways. Okay. And I have them sitting here, and I'll explain to you what they are. The monetary prize for the super wheel depends on how much money comes in. Okay. I can't keep putting myself in the negative. So, elephant in the room. Yes, I have lipstick on. I don't wear lipstick very often, but I don't know I just felt like putting a little bit on this morning. This is a cowl that I tested for Lindsay Luchuk from Knit Eco Chic. This was the English Cottage Garden Shawl, made with yarn that was gifted to me by little sis. It was a knit crate yarn. And this is, I tested this for her. Love it. So I got saying, how come you never wear stuff you make? So I put something on that I made. And I just I prefer the shawlettes a lot of times to the shawls. I mean, it's not warm here yet. It was cool out this morning. But I'll just put it on. And this is a merino non-blend. Oh, and I had to have a shower, so my hair kind of fly away. Because when I come in from outside, between taking garbage up to the garbage box and moving stuff and thing, I had to cut my nails because I broke a bunch of nails. So for the giveaways, if we make our goal, these are the two prizes. There's going to be two: one knit, one crochet. Okay. The knitter. Welcome in, Denise Lee. Welcome in, dear. Denise, I got your email. I'm going to email you back about the stitch markers and stuff. Yes, I can do it. I have some already made. I think I just have to add the set. I don't know quite what to charge for it yet, but I will answer your email. Been a little bit kind of hectic. My knitters, this is a set. Okay. Thank you, sis. Thank you very much. I'm going to write your name down. Hold on. I've got to write this down. And what I did was, because these didn't come with sizes, I went and I measured on my needle gauge all of them, and I wrote them on the envelopes. But this goes from 1.5. These are all 40-inch cables, so these are great for people that like to do magic loop, up to 5 millimeter. Okay, these are all 40-inch cords. And in the front, I had to take my ChiaoGoo needle gauge out. There is like a little crochet, double-ended crochet hook for picking up stitches when you're knitting. So that's going to be for my knitters. And it comes in a cute little case. If you look at the top there, it says 80 centimeters, which is, Alexa, 80 centimeters to inches. 31 inches. Okay, so this will be for my knitters. Then my crocheters, I decided, we have a theme here. I decided to do this for my crocheters. Are you ready? Welcome in, Nisi. Are you ready? This is for my crocheters. I have given quite a few of these out. This is the first time it came in a case. So the lucky winner of this gets the case. I have given, either gifted or given away, several sets of these. And this is a set of crochet hooks with a little snippet in it. And it goes from, let me see. It goes from 2.5, 3 millimeter, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and 6. And these are very nice to work with. They've got a little bit of weight to them, but they're very, very nice. So my crocheter will win this set. So if we reach the goal, we're going to have 2 giveaways, and these are going to be the prizes. Okay. So, and as far as the monetary gift for those that are on the super wheel, that is dependent on what comes in. And I because from that I do the giveaway cards. So if it's a big week, we have big prizes. If it's a little week, we'll have a little. But usually I don't do any less than 20 or 25 Canadian. So that is what is going to be for today. Now, it's not to say I'm not going to give a pattern away or two. You know, I always do that. But that's just as they come. So what else been doing? I finally got, if you remember, I told you about my Meanwhile in Maine sweater. I take accountability, personal responsibility for leaving the craft door open, and the girls getting into it and chewing up a very expensive set of interchangeable ChiaoGoo cable and needle tips. The replacements came, but what I did was I didn't get the red standard. Welcome in, Demetra. Welcome in. Okay. Let me shut Obi off. I forgot that I had everything set up. I got the wheel set up and everything. Okay. So what I did was I ordered these. I got these off Amazon. These are the ChiaoGoo Swivel 360s. I want to try this for doing the sweater. Okay. I don't know anything's backwards. Oh, I know what I got to do. I got a mirror. Welcome in, Jennifer. Welcome in. I'm just going to go in here real quick, and I'm going to there we go. Now it won't be backwards anymore. Now you're seeing actually, there you go, swivel 360. So I want to try these, and then I had got another set of the reducer. These are for small, they're little tiny, and you put them on the end, adapter, small tip to the mini cable. So there's 2 of them in here. So I got those. That's all. It's coming. Okay. The first thing I'm going to show you has been a long time in the making. We started this cal in November of 2023. It's done, finally. The only thing I haven't done is trim the fringe and block the fringe, but the whole shot. This is the strawberry shortcake. Oops, there we go. The strawberry shortcake summer wrap. It is broomstick lace, okay? But it is done. Now, and thank you everybody that tried to look to see if you had any of this left in your stash, because I didn't. I had a little tiny ball left and didn't have enough to do the fringe. But I went in, I was going to do it with the dream catcher, but what instead, if you guys remember my elf coat a few years ago, I frogged the whole thing, if you remember. King Cole Riot DK, which is very similar to Prism. So I went ahead, and it was time consuming because I had to break the colors down to make it look a little flow. So it was balanced, but it is finished. So I don't think it goes too bad. The colors kind of blend in, but this is the wrap. Now I didn't make mine as long as the pattern. I stopped mine. Welcome in, Tank. Welcome in. So I got it. So this is a wrap, rectangular wrap, broomstick lace. I have tutorials on my channel for it, but it is done. And I have a tutorial on how to do the connection. You see, see if you can see the way it's the lattice work for the connection. I have tutorials for all this on there. So I got to see if I made it public or not. Because I was actually in contact with a designer. I've got to send her a picture of the finished product. She was very, very nice. Very, very nice. Because you couldn't get the pattern. It was in a magazine that you couldn't get. She sent me the pattern. And I had her permission to do the crochet along. I gave her credit and everything. So that is finished. I said, I gotta steam this out. I'm gonna lay it out with my roller blade. It'll be its virgin cut, and trim the fringe up, but I want to wait till I steam it and then trim it. So that's done. Now, I will be recasting on the Meanwhile main sweater, but I'm going to show you Solar Flare. If you haven't seen it in a while. And this is why I don't know what the heck happened to my Child Glue needles, because I had them out because I had to. Oh, okay. Thank you. I just don't know what I did. I can't find my case with all my Child Glue needles in, so I'm really upset about that, but I got to find it. Oh, thank you, Nisi. Thank you, Nisi. Let me write your name down. Nisi. I'll put the wheel up in a minute. This here. No, that's crochet. That is broomstick lace crochet. It's used with it's simple, single crochets and loops. It's very pretty. It's I will tell you, it's very time consuming, very monotonous. It's like but I have 3. It was done using a 50 US 50. Is what the loops went on to. But I have US 50. I think US 20s and then US 19s, and those are for. Nisi, I will tell you, I do have tutorials on my channel. There's other tutorials up there, but I also have some extra fancy stitches with this to make a summer top with, which is, it's in the queue to do. But yeah, broomstick lace is lovely, but it is very, I will tell you right now, it is very time consuming and very slow. But in the end, I mean, look at the stitch. Look, it looks like peacock eyes. I mean, it's gorgeous. I mean, to take this and like make a summer, and which is what I'm looking at doing. I just got to figure out the math. Making a summer top with this, okay? Because I've got some really pretty bougie yarn. These are knitting needles. Okay. Here, let me put this down for a minute. We'll talk a minute about this. Okay. Back in the day, if you Google broomstick lace, I learned how to do this. Exactly. It's called the peacock stitch. If you Google, I used Prism. Used Prism in still waters. They literally used broom handles to do this. And yes, I'm turning Obi off. They would use broomsticks. Now, when we were doing it, some people were using a ruler, but Darlene bought the same set. I got them from Amazon. They weren't that expensive, okay, and they're great for broomstick lace. It came in a set of 3. Like I said, it wasn't that expensive, and it's a US 25 millimeter, 20 millimeter, and I think 19 millimeter. It's marked here somewhere. 15 millimeter. So depending on the size of whatever you choose to use, whether it's a ruler or a broomstick or a wooden dial, I just bought these because that's what I use them for, will determine the size of the eye. Okay. And it's literally, you literally will crochet, and it's a multiple of 5. You will literally crochet a chain, a multiple of 5, and then you will go through and you will, with your crochet hook, you're going to go through, pull up a loop. Like I said, I have a tutorial on my channel about this, and put it up until you have all whatever times 5 loops onto you never turn your work on the needle, broomstick, whatever you choose to use. Okay. And then you go and you take 5 loops, take them off the hook, and then you're going to make 5 single crochets. The very first stitch, you'll slip stitch and chain 1. That's the only time you do that. Then it's 5 single crochets, slip off 5 loops, 5 single crochets, slip off 5, all the way to get to the other end. Then you go back and you will go through those single crochet, the single crochets, put the loops back up on your needle, and repeat. And that's the whole process. Like I said, it can be very, very long to do. Yeah, they're not bad, Tank. Thank you. But that's what it was made with Prism. Finally glad it's done. Lady Bird and I had done a crochet along with this. We had some people doing it, but I did all the tutorials. Now she is doing with beads. Mine, I did the fringe, so we could show them the difference. But she was having issues with hers. Okay, solar flare. Nisi, I'll check, make sure it's public now. I had it private when we were doing the crochet along. Okay. Solar flare. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I do. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Finally, this has been such a long project. Welcome in, Lisa. And I love it. And there's a beret pattern that I'm going to make to go with this. It's called Solar Fire, I think. This is Solar Flare, but it's a beret using the same pattern, and I'll use the same yarn. And it was basically for leftovers, which Lindsay does a lot with her leftovers. This has been, I learned a lot new things on this. I learned how to do a pinhole cast on, and knitting, circular knitting like this. My first beaded project. Is that my cable needle in there? I see something hanging. Dog hair. Yep, there it is. There's my cable needle. There it is. It's sticking a cable needle. Mine has more beads in it than it's supposed to. But I went away from working with my needles that I was working. I crocheted, I knitted this with. I just switched it yesterday to a smaller cable which is why I can't find my Chiaogu case. I'm gonna have to move the couch in that. But this is Solar Flare. Now, it's gonna need blocked. It's gonna be a lot of pinning on blocking this out to get the tips of the flames. Now, and you can see they're all beaded. Now, there are 8 sets consisting of 3 flames. There is a short, a medium, and the center one is the full. Okay, thank you, Lisa. Have a wonderful day, sweetheart. Thank you. So I'm working on DPNs. My Prim 3. This was done on a 3mm needle, 3.5 or 3mm. US 4. I think it's 3.5mm. I am on set 6, and I just separated for the small flame right here. I'm doing the small flame here. Okay. And I did break down the cake because I'm trying to kind of make it flow, but not to be consistent, because fire is not uniform. So just with my eye to make it look like flames and ombre it out. This yarn was perfect for it, and I've got 2 more cakes over there. So this, I'll show you. You can see the center. It was a pinhole cast on. You can see all the beads in the center. Seriously, Obi? It's a work in progress, people. Work in progress. But that's the center. Yes, I used a lot of extra beads. 100% cotton. So right now, I have quite a few of Lindsay's. I have this pattern on the go. Meanwhile in Maine. My brioche is put aside because I'm changing the yarn. And then I have Peacock Ridge. I'm changing the yarn to Ocean Depths. And I frog 278 rows. Okay, then I am on, like I said, these projects are all, I'm going to be, this next month or so, I'm going to be knocking a bunch of projects off my hashtag work the whips that have been lingering whips, working whips. Yes, I have cast on or put on the hook a couple new projects, but I'll show you. They're simple. I needed something mindless. Nothing I had to watch a pattern for or anything. I had a couple of those. Then, if you guys remember, this is my second Farahon. I've done one Farahon that I think Nessa from Infinitely Nessa, Infinitely Zero, won it or bought it or gifted. I don't remember, but welcome in, Pandemonium. Welcome in, Anthony. I'd say Anthony because that's my son's name. I'm kind of prejudiced on that because that's my son's name. I finished the original Farahon. This one is going to have the extension that Courtney released. And it's from row 86 to row 111. It's like I've got like 28 more rows to do. But this is, and again, the color choices, I just let it flow. Okay. This is Farahon. So she's in the home stretch. Solar Flare is in the home stretch. So I am hashtag working the whips. So that one. Then I have 2 crochet projects that are simple, mindless. One had been on my in my pattern book from Just Vintage Crochet since like last year. Actually, Panda, it is a shawl. It's a mosaic shawl called Farahon that was designed by Courtney of Fiber Fox Studios. There's an interview on my channel with her. And I had done one Farahon, and I was so proud of it because it was my very first full mosaic project. I had done a bunch of little ones like pillows and stuff, but it was my first full mosaic project. No, that's fine. Thank you. Yes, she is, Pan. And it's just like I was intimidated by mosaic, but once I got it, it took me a while. And I was working with Courtney and stuff like that. And then I love mosaic, just like I learned to love. I taught myself Tunisian, and I love Tunisian. I think the first project I did with that, mind you, my first projects for a new craft are never simple. My first project I did with Tunisian was a full coat, the Elf Coat by Regina Weiss of Moral Fiber. Welcome in, Tina. Which took me a year to make it, and then I ended up tearing the entire thing out, frogging. It took a year to frog it and everything. Oh, I can't wait to see that, Nisi. And I am trying to catch up on people's videos. Okay. This pattern here, I have shared with somebody. I got this. I saw this on, I think it was Facebook. I saw this, and it just struck me. It just, you know how sometimes you see a pattern and it goes right out to you. This was one of the, really, Antoinette? I'm telling you, I'm just all over the place today. I do apologize if I'm all over the place. I seriously do. This is the sweater. Okay, it's called the Puffy Crochet Jumper. Those sleeves like that are done with a crochet surface technique. Okay, that I've got to do. Thank you, Demetra. I'm gonna put your name here. I'm when I finish all this, I'm gonna bring the wheel up, put all the names on, and I will be putting the link to come up on panel too. So this is, I sent this pattern to somebody. It is done in mohair, so this is gonna be light enough to wear in the summertime. Okay, and it's very simple. Once you get past break for the sleeves, it's just you just keep. It's a V stitch, and I'm doing it with a 4.5 millimeter hook. This is the yarn. This is my second cake. This is Peyton's Lace in Dove Gray, and it's a wool acrylic mohair blend. So, and it's not scratchy at all, but it's here we go. So I got the yoke done, and now, and I split for the sleeves. Now I'm just doing round and around on the body, and at the bottom there is a small peplum ruffle. So that's just something okay, Denise, hold on, I'll get you up here too. I will be putting it. So it's something simple that I can just work on, because I've learned not to have to look. A lot of times when I crochet, I mean, like I do with stockinette knitting, but I still am not as confident in my stitches. You know, I'm feeling for my stitches and trying to, it is, DC, the yarn is lovely. The yarn is lovely. And the only other thing I really worked on, I worked on my, you can see some projects over there in like the Whip Caddy, was this. Now this, you guys know I love vintage, okay? I was 10 years old when this pattern came out. Thank you, Tank. Thank you. I'm going to bring the wheel up shortly, so I just want to get through this stuff here. And they're calling it a bed jacket, but Karina of Just Vintage Crochet had done this, and she has a tutorial how to do it and everything. If you have any issues with it, reading the older vintage patterns, sometimes I struggle because it's just they're just weird. But this is it's like a cocoon almost. But look at the sleeves. And I'm going to show you the detail on the sleeves. The ruffle on the sleeve is added after the fact. Okay, after you're done. Right now, I am just doing the alternating. Right now, if you like picots, you'll love this pattern. Right now, I'm on the section where I am doing picots in every chain space. And I'm doing it in just an acrylic. I like the look of an ecru, an Aran, an ivory, the look of it. It's a DK, and it's we love this yarn. I've had this forever. Mega Ball. I'm finally working through my way through Mega Balls. My Mega Balls. Giving a bunch away. Now this pattern, you use 4 different size hooks. Just saying. But look at the detail on the sleeves. And then there'll be a ruffle on this. Okay. So right now, and this is made in one piece. You only have a very little bit. Welcome in, Mandy. You only have a little bit of sewing to do when you go to close the sleeves. You only have a little bit of sewing to do. This is done in one piece. You start at one cuff, you go across the back, and then you decrease, and it goes down to the cuff. So it's one piece. But if you look, you can see, and I just ripped a picot out. Lovely. Bad crocheter. You know to put a stitch marker in your stitch. There. So you'll. It's hard to see because this yarn is very a lot of springy. So there's picots now in every stitch. So what I'm doing is I'm working up the sleeve and it's going across the back. That's how it's growing. So, and I did this in just a couple days. Okay, very mindless. You all know I have trouble sleeping at night. Last night I threw on. Barb went to bed. I was sitting there with the dogs, and I couldn't sleep, so I threw on Craig Fiber Spider and Michael at MDL Crochet, Russ at It's Raining Yarn, and Matt something crocheter. Anyways, I was watching them for a while. Panda, exactly. I thought it looked so elegant, and it's light enough that you can wear in the summer, the spring, like on a cool evening. So that's done. So that's pretty much what I've worked on. So let me put this away so I can get people up on panel. Let me get rid of this here. So that's what I've been doing. And if you look, you can't see it. You can just see the tip of the basket right there. That all has to be Matt the Ruckin Crocheter. Thank you, Tank. Thank you. That all has to be caked up. So one of these days I'll have a caking up party. Excuse me. I need to get something to drink. Where'd I go? Oh. Sorry. Sorry about that. I bumped it. Sorry. All right. Jennifer. Okay. I'm gonna bring the wheel up and put these names on. Okay, I just want to make sure I got everybody. And then okay. We're gonna bring the wheel up. We're gonna present. Share screen. Share screen. Okay, and I am going to be adding names. Okay. Queen. She's Island Yarny. Nisi. I hope I spell that right, Nisi. Dimitra. She's an Island Yarny. And if you want to see what Island Yarny is, in the thing, links at the bottom of the description box is the Ko-fi shop, which is where I have my memberships at. Denise Lee. She is also an Island Yarny. Thank you. Oops. Oops. And then we have Tank. Thank you. And we have Jennifer. Oh. Jennifer. There we go. All right. Everybody can see the names. There we go. We got it all done. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. And we will stop sharing the wheel. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Let me see if I missed any. Okay. Let's see if I missed. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. I try. I really try. So I'm going to get the link. I've got to go over to here. No, that's not working. Why isn't it? Oh, why isn't that up? Oh, for heaven's sakes. We're going to go back here. Oh, there we go. There we go. And we're going to go here. And we're going to paste there. And then we're going to... No, I don't want that. Pin message. There we go. Okay. I'm back. Oh, okay, Nisi. Nisi, in my description box, but I can send it to you. Because I was looking for your email address. I will. It's in my description box. Welcome in, sis.
Hello.
It's in my description box, but I can message you on Messenger. I'll send it to you. Okay. Got that done. Got that done. This has to go back in here to make sure I don't lose pattern. I'm like really super upset. I cannot find my ChiaoGoo needles. I cannot find the case. Very.
That would be upsetting. That would be so
Tank,
upsetting.
you have to go to, let me get the link for you. Bear with me here. I've got to get the link.
Hi, Zara. For the
Memberships.
I believe it's Zara already did that.
Did you, Zara?
Yeah,
Thank you, Zara.
Before you put the StreamYard thing up.
Thank you. Tank, Zara put up a link. It goes into, I've only got one level. That's it. I got one level. That's it.
She just did it again.
You're an island. Amazing. You're an island yarny. That's what it is. I send a little welcome pack out to you. Through the year, I do things for my members. Some of them say, well, you don't need to send me the box. Listen, you're a member. You're going to like what I send you. Yeah, it's in Ko-fi, Tank. And every quarter, I have a members only gift away. Every 3 months. Yep, in Ko-fi. Excuse me. So the other thing I was going to do before I do it is I just want to get the needles out. I am taking my needles out of my case and I'm putting everything in. So all my DPNs, sock needles, magic loop is all in one place. Because the cupboard that is going to be getting right there. That is getting purged out. Both 9 cubicle thingy doodles, the one you used to see behind here, are coming out. So I am organizing all of my needles, hooks, and notions and stuff like that are going to be ordered into one cart. Or I have a couple of these coming. And that's something. I want that cabinet cleaned up a bit because I want to take the totes with the yarn out of my bedroom closet. Because, like I said, I am purging, cleaning, organizing. This is the year of get her done. Get her done. You'd be proud. There you go, hon. Get her done. I've got these all messed up now. I've got my patterns out of their bag, and I don't like to do that because when I do that, I lose sticky notes that shows me a place. Because I was actually getting ready to finish filming the tutorial for the Tree of Life. Oh, thank you, Tank. Yeah. Welcome. Yep, Pandemonium. Hashtag 2025. Get her done. Warren had that on our show truck. He had it back on the back of it, getting her done. And then all of a sudden, everybody started having it on it. But he had it on it since 1999, way back. But
yeah, thanks, Tank. Tank is now a
thank
member.
You, Tank. Welcome to the Island Yarnies. After this, when I'm going through doing my admin work, you'll get a welcome message and an email asking some questions because I need it for my, as we all know, nosy notebook. My member stuff in there, and you will be getting a welcome pack. So, it's nothing. It's just a little thing to say thank you for supporting the channel. The Island Yarny memberships pay for
shipping.
For StreamYard.
I use StreamYard.
Yeah, it pays for StreamYard.
So I can come up here and join you.
Yeah. So, and I'm trying to do somewhere along in the next time after the tax season. I want to have a members only knit, sit, crochet, whatever, just for members. So, got that done. Got to put these needles into because what's going to happen is then I'm going to have all these that'll be offered somebody in a gift pack for like a knitter, and then I have the DPN one from my Zings. So I'm trying to consolidate, organize, and the same thing in my office with all my paper, my computers. I've got 5 printers. That's getting downsized. I've got 3 laptops I've got to decommission. So clean them out, do a government wipe on them. And some are still good enough for somebody that just wants to like Facebook and stuff. So I know my cousin, I think, needs a new computer. So that's done.
Yeah, you just need to wipe it with all your information.
Everybody's package. Okay, because I have a lot of them here. Okay. Donna from Fancy Fiber Forum, her package went out. There's one that went out to Christine. She didn't even know about it. One that went out to Perp. She doesn't know about it. Okay. Dawn's went out.
You sneaky little...
Mama G's got one coming. She doesn't know about. Lorraine, hers went out. Denise E went out. And I have Denise Lee still here because Denise is going out because I'm going to do the stitch markers. And the progress keeper, like I said, I'm going to answer your email. That'll be done.
Oh,
and then I have.
got hers.
Oh, Dimitri, you got yours? Oh, okay. It, like I said, that was from Christmas time. I've little by little been getting them out, and it's just to say thank you for being Island Yarny. You know, I actually have something planned for July that I've been putting stuff away for Christmas in July for the members. And I just try to do little things like that, just to let you know. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. I sometimes get very emotionally overwhelmed. So if you see me go off camera, I have been a sookie sook for the past 10 days. I don't know what's the matter. I've just been at the drop of a hat. I was watching a thing on YouTube last night about this military German Shepherd and the story. And actually it's a true story. And I broke down. It broke me. And so I'm very, 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 I don't know what the heck's the matter with me. Just an old woman, I guess.
Hormones, crazy. Getting old.
Hormones. I'm past that. I'm postmenopausal, dear. So that's done. I still have to. Now I have D from Creative Hands. I've got to get a box to put her poncho in that she won, and get her address. But I did find her address. Oh, thank you, Tony. Thank you very much. I know you call you Tony, but I love the name Anthony because it is my son's name, and actually he's named after me because it's the version of Antoinette. I was on it for a while, Tank. I went off it because I was too worried about the side effects. So I did that. Oh, I was telling you, I was going to finish. I was getting ready to finish filming the rest of this. I had half this dishcloth done. Somehow the sticky note come off, which is not surprising with the craziest things that have been around here. That's right. That's right. And I had to frog the whole thing. So here you see it sit because there's a review coming of these needles, these stick circulars, these just drew a complete blank. A collage. These collage, they're square needles. I'm going to do a review on them. Yep, they're made in Canada. And so I'm going to redo it. So never fear, it is coming. Okay? And this will be finished too. This one has been, I've had to frog several times because like I said, it's a new stitch to me. This is it right here. Okay?
You want to bring yourself up?
Not really. I don't like seeing my face up there. It's scary. Okay, this is what it's looking like.
Oh, the heart one, yes.
This is the seed stitch heart.
You could not see that when you were like tiny.
Welcome in, Perp.
Hey, Perp. Oh, your ears must have been burning, were they? She mentioned your name.
Okay, I've just got to take my bookmark. This I won this in Lisa's Potiversary when I won the big grand prize wheel, and it was made for me by Ivy B Creates. It's absolutely stunning.
That's beautiful.
Bookmark.
Oh,
this
I remember
is
that.
Yep, this is
goodness, sorry.
Right here. This is the cable that I'm doing. Okay. So that's what that is going to be. So I'll finish, but it was new to me.
Only good stuff. Only good stuff.
Yep. As I was doing it, I was learning it, and that's why we all know the process. Frog. Oh, Perp, you have a package coming about that you don't know about. You don't know what it is, but you got a package on its way.
Now you know what we were saying.
Perp, you missed. I finished the broomstick lace wrap. Perp was doing it. I finished all the fringe and everything's done. Mine's done.
I kind of like the fringe like that.
I just got to trim it. So,
what was that?
Trim it. But the colors actually, that was from DK Riot. Lily Pond was the color. So I kind of picked through and tried to two of this, one of this, two of this to make it look more uniform in the fringe, but also kind of go with what I had in here. So I don't think it came out too bad. So that was done. What else? I may as well take these out of here. So there's going to be, I've got stuff coming for the birthday celebration next month. Thank you, Panda. Thank you. And donation. I will be doing a video telling you about the donations. But I've had a couple donations come in from the beautiful Ladybird. And thank you, Lisa. I will have Khadija, not Khadija. I keep calling her Khadija. Lisa, Ladybird. That's why I say Ladybird. I don't get it wrong. I didn't call her Ladybug. So I will have these for people that are looking for storage solutions for.
Not the needles.
Not the needles. Okay, Tank, email me because I have an email that I keep donations into. Then I have a separate email for winners when I have a podiversary, a birthday, or anything big like that. So thank you. I'm going to take these out. These are my Hiya Sharp Steel Magic Loop gift set.
It takes a while before you stop pricking your finger with those things.
They're very sharp, but they are lovely. I have the Hiya flyers, which are the 3. It's a combination of DPNs and 9-inch circulars, and I do like using those. But my goal is I am going to learn how to do 2 at a time. Not only 2 at a time socks, but 2 at a time mittens.
2 at a
and
time
fingerless
mittens
mitts.
is a little bit harder because you got a right hand and a left hand. Because when I knitted Dean's mittens, I ended up having to go you can only go so far, and then you have to once you do the thumbs, it can be a little confusing. The mittens, socks are a lot easier because they're the same.
Thank you, Zara. And I got this off Temu, and I'll tell you what, I've got some great organizational items from there that weren't really expensive. I've got one coming for all my I have my stitch markers. Oh my gosh, I have so many stitch markers made. So this is going to go into my little bag, my little canvas thing there that I have little notions pouch and needle cases in, along with the Zing. Those are going to go in. Because not everybody is dumb like me and gets all these different needles. But I've given I've given or sold a lot of my knitting and crocheting tools. Down to I have 2 sets of Tunisian, my Denise, and then I've got my Allie set, the beautiful shiny nickel set. And then I've got 2 interchangeable knitting needles. I got my Chow Goose and the Shorty set. And then I have my Clover Bamboos, Takumis. Different fibers, patterns, and stuff like that. And I like them both. But my favorite is my Chow Goose. Those are my favorite.
And also you have so many projects that you need multiples.
I do. And crochet hooks. Those are all my crochet hooks. With the exception of, I've got a set of the, I call them my thread hooks. They're the ones that go down to 0.5, when I do that, and when I'm doing thread work. But I've given away most of my fancy hooks. I have one, and it's in somewhere now. I have that was gifted to me, that the only Nelson Wood hook that I have. Yeah, Tank, they're like steel hooks, but they have the ergonomic handle. I wanted the Clover set, but I wasn't going to spend $65. And the ones I got were actually really nice for using thread. Now, these ones here I got from Amazon, and they're actually very nice, and it's a big set. These ones here, these were my grandma's steel hooks. These ones here were my grandma's. But I got this set here.
Oopsie.
From Amazon. Okay. And I mean, this has got 3, 6, 9, 12. I think it's got 18 sizes, because I actually have one of the beading projects. Solar Flare has one of these for beading. These are wonderful for beading. Wonderful. Because it has the ergonomic hook. Has a nice thumb rest on it. They weren't that expensive, and it's actually a really nice set.
And it's nice that they have them with the caps.
Yeah, and they're in all different sizes. And this, of course, this is my Cordsmith. I gave a lot of these away for prizes. Now
I
there's
thought
all
you had
kind
a
of
blue one.
It's in the project.
Oh.
It's in a project. I'm just going to stick this in here for now. So you guys can't see over here, but my desk has like a little shelf up here, and that's where I got all that stuff. I just lost train of thought. What was I talking? Oh, I don't want to be up here. There we go. Oh, Digitank? Yeah. The only ones I have in here that are not ergonomic, these three here were my grandmother's. Now I had a bunch more that were heroes, and I sent those off to somebody that collects heroes, and I said I knew they were going to a good home. So I sent them off to her, because, to me, she collects them, and at the time I wasn't going to do thread, and here I am doing thread. These are Susan Bates. I mean, duh.
Oh, I can't use those tiny hooks like that. It would kill my hands.
I just take my time. I love thread work. I'm a knife holder too, Jennifer, but I can bounce between knife, pencil. Yeah. I can bounce between the two, just like I bounce between English and continental knitting. I tried
how I hold it. How do I hold it? What is it called?
Knife.
No, my yarn.
Continental.
Okay.
So
I hold the same for my crochet, and the knife thing holding the hook is, I think I started doing that because of the amigurumis.
Yeah.
I find when you hold with the knife way, that it gives you can get a tighter stitch, and you need tight stitches for the amigurumi.
Yeah, which we were just discussing. I had a 5-pound box of polyfill that I sold to a lady up the road because I still have a huge big bag of it to finish. But Darlene and I were talking the other day about both. I mean, I've been wanting to do Falcor and my dragon. Those are two of the big ones I want to do, Falcor and my dragon. Again, as I finish projects, and like I said, I'm really trying to keep myself accountable. Don't get me wrong. I get days where I have no Crow Joe, no Knit Joe. I have no Life Joe. I'm just like, I am just a blob. Okay.
It's like
I have
all
days
get like that.
But I try to push myself, make myself get up. Every day I try to accomplish at least one goal. And that's what I've been doing for 26 months.
If I make the bid, it's a good day.
Yep. One day, one goal. And then you know how it is when we go through things, we find stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I had been looking for this pattern. You guys know the sock pattern, Briggs and Little, which has been around for 100 plus years. Here's the mitten pattern that they have around. It's been around for 100 and some years. Briggs and Little.
Oh, cute.
I know, Tank. It does. And like I said, I put a generalized, when I do my prayers, I put a generalized healing prayer and thoughts out to the world for anybody that's, just because I cannot stand to see a person, an animal in pain or suffering. It just, that's why I was a good nurse, because I cared. Problem was, I was a bad nurse because I cared too much and I could not separate from my job. It almost destroyed me.
That would be like, the empathy. It's like
when I lost a little boy, that broke me. That when he died in my arms, that broke me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got this because I am working on, I've got Christmas gifts on the go. Small, short projects that I take to poker with me that I can work on, because it messes with the guys' heads, because I'm beating them and it really messes. One of the guys said, "Thanks, you put me in therapy." He said, "I told my therapist, I play poker with this lady and she's knitting and crocheting and she's kicking my butt, but they can't read my face." So
No, because you're concentrating, you're thinking of your knitting.
It's a mental, it's a tactic. It's a strategy. And then
No, you need that.
I find a bunch of my Knit Crate magazines that have some patterns in it, some socks and stuff, like this Pretty Petals bag, great for a beach bag. So these are good to have. And then I do have some of the patterns in my Ravelry library when they went to the barcode download. So that is what I've been doing besides cleaning up my storage shed, breaking nails and cutting up my hands. I bent one of the prongs on my engagement ring.
Oh no.
I broke one on this. I broke one on this. My sapphire.
Oh goodness.
So I've got to get, it. I'm rough on my
Gotta go
myself.
to the jewelry store for that stuff.
Yeah, I know. Well, the closest one's an hour and a half away, but I am going the end of, I just got the hotel. Okay. And that's the thing. I like to be able to be versatile. So, because it gives my hand a rest, you know, especially when I'm doing too much and like with crocheting my wrists, you know, with knitting, it's my shoulder. I took my glasses off and it's just a blur to me. Ooh. So,
if I didn't have my contacts on, there would be like really nothing there. I'd see some blue.
So now that I've talked for approximately almost an hour, I do apologize.
Well, that's what we're here for, to hear you talk.
The panel is open. And welcome in, Christine.
Welcome. Good morning.
Thank you, Christine. Have a blessed Sunday, dear. Have a blessed Sunday. That's Christine from Christina's Crocheting. Thank you. Panel's open if you want to come up. So I'm going to go down and let Sis show what she's been working on. If you want to come up on panel.
I just have the same thing.
And share with us what you've been working on. Come on up. You don't have to show your face. To show your makes. Okay. I love when everybody shares. It's inspiration for all of us. You know, I get a lot of inspiration from the Fiber family and the community. And I also too, I just admire everybody's work. You know, we have so many, everybody is so talented and everybody has their unique style. Some people like one and done. Some people are multiple, like me and other people in this chat. We have multiple whips.
Yeah.
So,
Zara, do you have anything new to show?
Zara, you have anything new to show, hon?
Hot flash. You can't hear that, can you?
Oh. Well, how about some? I know Nisi and Nessa. Let me see who's in this.
How about you, Tank? Can you come up and
Herp?
You mentioned you were working on something.
Panda.
Newborn socks.
All you guys. Dimitra wants to come up and show their makes. I mean, everybody share. I've had Zarpa and Nisi. Yeah, come on up. It doesn't have to be.
Last week you had Michael.
Huh?
Last week.
What?
You had like Michael's his name, correct?
Yeah, Michael from MDL Crochet. That's Panda's partner.
Yeah.
First time I saw a panda, and the only time I've seen Panda, he had a panda head on. Oh, okay, Tank. Well, thank you, Tank. Well, no, I appreciate it. And I understand that. It's not for everybody. Believe me. I mean, like I said, I'm almost 6 years into this, and it was quite a few years before I did a live, and then they, of course, they sucked.
Oh, you don't have to show your head.
No, just show stand up and keep your head out of the shot and just show us your makes.
That's what Zara does.
Works. Yep. But then, and I've only gone up on a few panels with people, and it's only in 6 years. It's only a few times. I went up on Lisa's a few times. I've been with Dawn's, Spring. I just don't go up on panels a lot because, well, my work schedule used to make it hard for me to do it. So, and I have to say I'm pretty proud. I have stuck pretty much to my every week. I think I've only had to cancel once, and I was really sick. Um, the lives. So, and
Yeah.
I enjoy them. I really enjoy them. It sets the tone for my week, and I just love being with everybody on Sundays. It's kind of like, I guess, my little spot. And the video that I put up this morning as a short, we were out on the deck yesterday. Actually, the one that went up onto Instagram had music to it. The one I put up on Facebook, I mean on YouTube, didn't have the music to it. That was a big, huge. We don't know if it's a kill ship or what going to St. Andrews, but this is the season, so now we'll see those. We get big cruise ships coming up through here.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering if you get the cruise ships going by.
Yep, they anchor up at St. Andrews, St. John. Yep, up the Bay of Fundy.
Yeah, I had my headset on when I was watching it, and you can hear the dogs on the deck.
Dogs were going well. The dogs were insane because I put a table up at the top of the driveway with a bunch of stuff free. Take it's free, and people were stopping, of course. And I mean,
Mhm.
I've got a full Christmas village. I've got a train set, all kind of stuff. I even actually got some antiques up there too, but
Yeah, just
they were
remind me,
barking.
I got some Christmas stuff upstairs in one of the bedrooms.
I
I
don't
have to.
I don't decorate for Christmas anymore. I have a tree
You
that
don't
will go
know.
up in the family room. Okay, thank you, Tank. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video probably next week, for what's gonna be, you know, just like a little teaser for the birthday celebration on the 27th, which, by the way, I cannot go over the time that I allot for it because my hotel reservation come in. I've got to be up in St. John like 7, 8 o'clock to check in because I've got to go pick up all my teaching supplies, take them over to the other hotel, set up for the next morning. Then I can go back to hotel because I did go up the same day, the last in March, and it was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. Put me behind for the whole 2 days.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be in a rush.
No, so put me behind for the 2 days.
No.
Um, what else is going on here? I'm trying to think. My brain, but I'm starting to get spring fever because although it it was like 2 degrees outside Celsius, still below 40. I had a hoodie and jogging pants on. I'm getting ready to start cleaning. Getting the deck cleared out. Start bringing the chairs out. I was out in the yard cleaning up a little bit. I just ordered 2 pounds of red crimson clover that we're going to spread on the bottom part of the yard. So it'll be like a red carpet, but the deer love it. So we're going to put that down. Um, Try to keep them down that, a little further away down the yard there.
Mm.
Well, because of ticks and stuff. So I did that. My spinning machine is in Toronto. So maybe the next week or so it'll show up here and I'll show it. I have some fiber coming from Temu. I didn't want to buy expensive fiber to start with. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go down for a minute, sis talk, because I've got to go search through email here.
Yep. So, what do I talk about? Blah 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 blah. So I got a little bit done from the last time, because that's a stitch marker from the last time. So I got an inch or so done on this thing, and then I can start the neck. I've been wondering like what kind of neck should I do? A round neck or like a squared? I was thinking maybe a square type neck would be kind of cool for a guy. What are your guys' thoughts on that? For a man's poncho, would it be better for like a square neck? Like once I get to the desired spot, then I like this is the center. So I don't know how I have to figure out how wide of a neck I want. Sorry, I need to make sure that my needles don't fall out. I need to figure out how wide of a neck hole, and then do I just go straight up to make it a square, and then like, how would you guys do that? You think a square would be nice? I would don't know if you would like a slit, because then it'd be like right up against his throat, more or less, and it could be a bit itchy because it's alpaca, and I don't know if you can really see, like, yeah, see all the hair? Yeah. It's like having a cat on you. When I know that, like, you have to like just totally brush it off. But yeah, I was thinking like, then if I, and it'd be easier to do a square, I would think, because you would just stop it like in however many stitches, and then you just go straight up both sides, and then you just cut across again. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then like I might add to the size, because I don't know if it's actually wide enough. So I might have to like add some on the sides, but I won't know until once I get the neck done. Then I'll be able to figure out if I need to do that. Once I get it over his head, then I'll be able to figure that out. But yeah, I think I might go for a square neck. I just thought of that. It'd make it a lot easier, and I think it more masculine also. Thanks. I'm glad we talked about that. That makes me feel better. Because I don't know, when you're making something that doesn't have a pattern, like your brain is, it's almost constantly thinking about how you want to work it, how you want it to look when it's done. And are you almost done?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Okay, yeah, square neck.
All right.
Cool.
This is
Oh, wow.
Tank is going to be donating this for the birthday gift away. And she's working on it. She makes beautiful shawls. Beautiful. Tank does a lot of shawls. Beautiful. Thank you, Tank.
Is.
I saved it, so I'll be able to do it when I do the
video.
The sneak peek video. I did find something. I got this to add to my amigurumi tools, and because I have issues stuffing it. This is for putting the stuffing down into the amigurumi.
I've never seen anything like that. Like, wouldn't that like? Oh, what happened?
I took myself off the stage.
Oh.
So that is goes into my amigurumi thing. I have a blending board coming, and a, what do you call it? The brushy thing where you, and the fiber I have coming, so I'll be able to blend it to start to roll it, to spin it. So it's practice.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to buy expensive fiber. I want to practice, which I know it's going to be a long time. Plus, I also want to take something like the amazing lace. I have some lace weight, some zero weight yarn that I want to spin together to be able to use. Again, that'll use up cakes of yarn too. There you go. Thank you, Tank. A Carter.
Oh, for the spinning, yeah.
I broke two dowel rods trying to throw it down in there.
Oh, really? I just use like my thumbs, and I just like knead around.
Oh, I don't know my own strength sometimes. I did forget. I did have one other thing I put on the needles, and again, it's a Christmas gift. It's a Christmas gift. What?
To stuff things down, especially when there's holes. It's just a silly little, like, I just got this from like one day shopping at Michael's, and they just asked, "Are you crocheter or knitter?" and at that time it was before I really got into knitting. But it like has a nice flat end, and it's kind of wobbly, but this is what I
That
use to like
too.
stick
I
stuff
did the
in.
same thing. Do you see the needle? I don't know my own strength. I bent it. I bent it. This is like 2 or 3 of these I bent. Um,
But I usually use this when I'm closing up a hole.
yeah. Now, if you guys remember, I had put these on the needles. Well, again, I need to start a little bit simpler. I will be doing those, but I'm doing these ones first. They're just one color. Those do for, and there's no thumb gusset on it. I'm doing that one. And I am using, I started with DPNs because there are cables on here. There are 3 cable needles involved, so I use DPNs. I'm just using it in Peyton's Croy sock yarn. This is a jacquard. It's the turquoise jacquard, and that's the
pretty.
beginning of it. You can just start to see the beginning of the cables. Let me put my hand down here and put my hand behind it. The cables are just starting. I don't like that.
Well,
actually,
like
I actually have my other camera here is what I should use. But that's the beginning of the cable pattern on it.
That's beautiful yarn. I love how it's working out.
Oh, it's the first time I'm using jacquard. So and again, this is a Christmas gift. But it's a small project. And this box it's in Christmas.
Pretty.
This is the box that all of the coffee advent that I got from mi amica Bella Uncinetto, Christina, came in. But I thought, man, that's a perfect project box. So I put it in there.
Welcome back, Jennifer.
Welcome back. Oh, it happened. That's why I had to buy a new laptop for my office. So, that's what I've been doing. I mean, like I said, I'm trying to go through stuff. The craft room again is going to get I'm thinking of, I have a wire cube set that's on the wall over here. You can't see. It's got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 25 cubes. I have it. 3, 6, 9, 12. I have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have it 7 high, 3 over, and then there's one with 4, which is where I have my custom-made Swift on. But I'd like to put that behind here, so nice little backdrop, because the bougie yarn and sock yarn is going to go into this, and I do have another one coming that I want to have.
She's ready for her close-up.
Seriously. So again, like I'm cleaning out my closet because I want to get I have some totes. Like I said, I got to do a walk. I'm going to take my phone and go into my bedroom and just show you the bags that I got from Temu that hang on, and they're called yarn storage, that are hang on the rod that goes across. And I've got 4 of them, I think, in there. And I put a lot of my cakes and my fuzzies in there. And I actually emptied out 2 of the humongous totes, went into those 4 bags. But it also enables me that I can just look and see what's in the bags if I'm looking for something. My goal, I have 2 big blue totes, utility totes in my bedroom that are just stacked in front of my window because that is all my Red Heart and some of like my Mega Balls and stuff that I'm working my way through. And I have 1 tote that's got the last of my toy box yarn in that I'm probably going to make a sweater or something out of. Welcome in, Ellen. Welcome in, dear.
Ellen.
But I want to bring the small totes into here and empty this out so I can line my carts up, my craft carts. The one here, so I can organize. One will be it's going to be all my stitch marker stuff. I have one that is going to be, that's all the kits that I'm working on from the Happy Mail Advent we did last year. And the third cart that I have contains beads, buttons, because I'm going to clean out the one there that has like my pom-pom makers and put that all into one drawer. So everything's centrally located. I can just wheel it out if I'm using it.
Well, yeah, like I showed you the other day, like I have, those things that they just hang up. They're like storage. things
Yeah.
for, like, if you don't have enough room, I guess, and don't have drawers.
Yeah.
They just hang up in the shelves, like just fall down. That's what I have a lot of my,
Yeah.
so, well, some of
So,
my yarn in, but I started working yesterday. I had to stop though. I don't know how long I was in there. I started because I'm not used to, I guess, working and all that stuff, that I started having a low. It was
yeah.
not fun. But just getting excited, like to see the room starting to come together. It was nice.
Oh yeah. Again, I've been in here 5 years. Almost. I'm in here 5 years, and I'm still. It's constant. It's constantly changing. Again, upgrading, changing the storage, just all that stuff. Um, I've got shelves I need to put up in here for my little Amy family. Um, all my knitting machines. Well, you can see the Addy sitting there because it's waiting. Oh my gosh. I'm not that bad, Tank. I'm not that bad.
No.
I actually have reduced my yarn size this last year and the early part of this year. I have reduced my stash probably by about 15%, maybe
Well,
20%.
what was it last year? Last year you had that sale.
Yeah.
I got that big bin.
Yeah, and then I have the other one at the auction I did. It's sitting, the box is single, so when I come up, I can bring that with me.
And maybe I can
Yeah,
fill
I'm gonna
that
be
bin
going
up
up to
that
see
you gave me
Sis.
before to,
Yeah, I'm gonna go out to be going to see Sis when the weather as the weather gets nicer. That's what I did, Tank. I have one young lady that I have sent quite a bit to. Her fourth box is getting packed, and it'll go out probably next month, end of this month. I have to do I've got all the gift-aways and stuff that the last here. I've got one big box near. It's got to be shipped to the UK, and then I've got stuff under here. But once that stuff's all out, that means I've got everything. But I have to do it in like every week or every other week just because of the cost. So, and again, because Dee had said she didn't want me shipping the poncho to her. No, she wanted, and she's going to get her poncho that I made. Oh,
13-foot ceilings, and you got yarn up to the ceiling.
oh my
Whoa.
gosh, that's wild. That's absolutely wild. Yeah, that's wild.
So I'd say she probably has more than I do.
Close. You have a lot. You have a lot.
Yeah, but I only have 8-foot ceilings, and my shelves don't.
Yeah,
go
but
up
sis,
to
you've got a lot. Mine's contained. Actually, most of it's here. I just have the totes in my bedroom just because I didn't want to be tripping over them. I like my space. But mine's mainly contained to here and my bedroom closet. You have
I have
kitchen,
yarn in a few different
office,
rooms.
bedroom, craft room, hallway, closets. You have a lot. Tell Priest I said howdy, howdy. Hope he's having a good day.
Did you hear her, hon? He heard you.
Okay.
He has his headphones on playing a game.
I put mine into I actually have a spreadsheet, but I haven't updated it in a while, which I need to. But as
Mm.
I am reorganizing the yarn for display purposes, it also every once in a while when I do that, it just reminds me of what I have if I don't look at the spreadsheet. I have a thumb drive that I've got like this here. I have one like this. This is the BOD patterns and others. I have patterns on this along with my spreadsheet. Okay, because I bought her digital file. Yeah, and it's that. Oh, really? Well, I mean, I like having the variety and the fact that I got most of my stuff, all of my stuff on deal. I've been gifted some. I've won some. You know what, Tank? I gave 2 dozen. I bought anywhere from a dozen to a dozen and a half of those thumb drives over the last 5 years, and they have been either gifted or won. And then when she quit doing those, I've bought 2 or 3 digital files files for people that I sent them to. Oh, wow.
Hmm.
So, um, that's but that's what's been going on. Like I said, just trying to organize my life. And the weather is getting nicer.
Yeah, I've been while I'm working on my room. I'm like, cause you see a lot of these YouTubers. They have their yarn behind them, and they have their like everything is like so uniformed and so pretty, and the colors and it's all the same yarn. I'm not. I can't be like that. I
No.
have too much of different yarns that, and it's. I wonder sometimes, do they use those? Are they just for show?
Well, that's
And
why
it looks so pretty. It looks so pretty.
I've got a bunch of holes. I'll be back on camera in a minute. I got a bunch of holes in the cubicle over there because I have been using the yarn. The bloom and stuff that I use on the Addy is up there. Now the white, I am going to make a knitted cardigan out of for me, or a jumper, because I love the baby's breath. It's just gorgeous. Yes,
Yes, we're
um,
we're yarn rescuers.
some of my yarn has made its way up to its new home in quite a bit of it. Actually, I took an entire tote. I'm talking huge tote on wheels. Her and I had met up, and yeah, that was the very first one I did. Um, her the winning bid was by Priest, and yeah, she got a lot of yarn in that.
Yeah, it's like I could probably fit in it.
Yeah, it's huge.
It just fit in my backseat of my car.
Yeah, and I've been trying to use up all my bulky yarn. I have two big tent sail of a mustard yellow. That's a bulky 5 that I think is enough to make like a pullover or a cardigan out of. That I'll use it, but I'm trying to use up like my chunky because I once in a while I like crocheting with chunky yarn. I actually have the big circular knitting needles to be able to knit with it. So, but I can also make my hold 3 or 4 strands together, which I've done.
See, I don't really care for the bulky yarn.
Thank you, Demetra. Well, I made that sweater out of the bulky yarn. Thank you. Oh, okay,
Thank
Demetra.
you.
Well, I'll let you know if you win the super wheel. I'll just email you or message you. Thank you. I'm going to put Demetra's name up on
Oh,
the
and
wheel.
well, you have that blanket yarn that I'm going to be sending you.
Yep. Well, I'm looking also doing some amigurumis. Okay, here we go. And we're going to put.
Oh yeah, I never thought of that. I have other colors too.
Thank you,
I
Demetra.
do too, Zara.
Thank you very much. Okay, let me go back here. Thank you.
Oh, here. Let me go show them that blanket I made my sister, and
Yep, I'm going.
that made you want that.
Okay. All right. So, well, yes, you do, Tank. Hold on. Thank you for reminding me. Let me go back here. Let me go here to share. Present. Share screen. Select tab here. Share. And yes, Tank is the newest Island Yarny. There you go, Tank. You got 2. That's one of the benefits of being a Island Yarny is when I do stuff like this, your name goes up twice. So thank you, Tank. Thank you, Tank. That was a tongue twister for reminding me. Thank you very much.
Oh, look, there she goes again.
Yep. Hold on. We're going to present, and we're going to share screen. Select tab here. Super chat wheel. Share.
Thank you, Tink.
Thank you, Tank.
I keep wanting to say Tink because my daughter's son has a nickname Tink. I don't know where she got it from. Probably Tinkerbell. I don't know, but he's a boy.
Oops,
I can't call him that. But whenever I see Tank, I think Tink for some reason. I'm sorry if I do that.
Darlene's going to show you something, and I'm going to bring her up solo.
Well, this is the yarn that I'm going to be sending. I think I have 16 balls of this. It's blanket yarn that I bought 2020. No, 2019. Because I made it for my sister who sadly passed in 2020. But she loved this blanket, and like I can't get rid of the blanket because I made it for her. It's like, but this is. Let me see if I can move you so I can go back a bit further. So this is a C to C that I made her.
I'll be right back and get coffee.
And I color control because I'm a bit freaky that way. But yeah, it's a nice, although I don't know if I like how it feels. Like, because I washed it like every week because whenever I went in to see her, I had to bring it home. But it is nice and it's heavy. But I have 16 balls of this that I'm sending to or giving to Antoinette because these are her colors. But I love the colors. And, but yeah, I loved how it turned out, really. But yeah, I don't care for using this big stuff. You know, I have other colors too. But yeah. So yeah, aren't they pretty? Yeah. It works up it does work up really fast, this yarn. That's one thing, it works up really fast. You just have, and yeah. Oh, and I always put like things like this on my makes. Oh, is that backwards for you guys? Oh. Yeah, so this was my sister's. So I don't think I could ever let it go. But yeah, now it's decoration in my living room. But yeah. So that was that. Yeah, I tried to do like I made a baby blanket for my daughter's boyfriend's daughter's baby, although they're not together anymore. But I did it a C to C, but it didn't turn out square. It wasn't like that bulky yarn. It was like I think a 4-weight. And it didn't come out squared, so I ended up frogging the whole thing and making a modern granny, which I love the modern granny. And the colors kind of made it look like the 3-color ice cream. So that didn't really look right, but it looked really nice in the modern granny. But I don't have that now, so. In Chanel, yeah. But yeah, that's the colors that Antoinette is getting. 16 of them. Because I tend to go a little nuts when I buy yarn sometimes. I buy way too much. So yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm just looking around. It's making me crazy.
What are you looking around
really
for?
making me my needles.
Oh, here, look. I got the newest sock thing from Mary Maxim.
Go ahead.
It's like this pattern, which is a really nice pattern. But the thing is, they only gave me one ball. One ball. Which I guess it would be enough because I only do shorties. And it's like Sock Easy. It's let me just check. Yeah, it's 437 yards, 75 wool, 25 nylon. Now those are like, look, see, Big Sis, those are your colors. As soon as I saw this, I thought you would love it. So yeah, so I really like the pattern too. It's a nice pattern. Although I don't do high socks, I like low socks. But it's really nice. Although I don't know if what is it, $25 or something like that, between $25 for this. I don't know that. I don't think that's Yes, Zara, those are your colors too. The blue. Oh, it's called. I can't think of that. Where is it? Come on. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Doesn't look like it's going to. Mojito? Mojito? I don't know if that's actually the color or not. But yeah, it's a Lion brand. 100 grams. So yeah, you can tell there's definitely wool in it. Well, Perp, you're right on the money. It is 100 grams. Oh, it says for a limited time only. Do we really believe that? A limited time only? You'll see it again. But yeah, you can definitely tell there's. You can bring me back down now. So yeah, I think those are socks that I might do.
Coming.
She's coming. She's coming back. So yeah, I got that this week.
It's just bugging me. It's making me crazy.
Your child goose?
Yeah, I have no idea. I even looked under the couch. Ah. See, sometimes it's where it all began.
Yay! She found them.
It was in yeah, it was in the bag that they got into. It's the one that has all the stuff for Meanwhile in Maine. Sweater. Let me.
You see, when you kind of don't think of it, then you think of it.
Well, you know, you retrace your steps, and yeah. So I want to put, and I think I love these little baskets I got from Temu. But when I got these, it was $10 for a set of 8 with lids, and I can't get them anymore. But they're nice for like socks and small projects because I can stack them.
Yeah.
So I've got stuff that has got to go away, be put away. I'm really fussy about keeping, and it's the same thing with my actual tools, hammers and stuff like that. I was always taught to put my stuff away, clean it. So I'm very fussy. Everything goes back in its place because I've got projects slotted with yarn pattern. Now I want to put the needle into the bag, so the needle's in there. So because I mean, Solar Flare is almost done, and that'll be the only set from my Takumi that is being used. But I'm using it with cotton because Takumi has very sharp things, not as sharp as my highest.
Excuse me. Those suckers are hard.
I started taking a probiotic because I've been having a lot of issues with my stomach. Cards last week, I was doubled over onto my knees because it felt like somebody was ripping my guts and a volcano was going off. So I called the doctor, got an appointment May 6th. That's as soon as they can get me in. So I thought I'll try taking a probiotic, see if that'll help. We all change as we get older. But so,
has that been helping?
Okay. It said it takes a couple weeks to get into my system, but I am finding I am not as bloated and heartburn. Somebody
Have
says
you
it asked
tried kefir?
What?
Kefir. It's a drink. It's like a yogurt drink. You get it in the yogurt section.
Oh, I can't handle yogurt.
It's not yogurt. It's more like a shake, I guess.
Yeah. It's the consistency. I don't eat.
No, it's more like a shake. Like a milkshake.
Is there milk in it?
Yeah, there'd be like.
And that's a problem. I can't. I think part of the problem is kombucha.
Oh.
I'm lactose intolerant, and it seems I've gotten worse as I've gotten older. I have not touched a glass of milk since I was 12 years old. I drink coffee over my cereal.
You can't have ice cream?
I eat ice cream once in a great while. I'll have a small baby cone, and then 20 minutes later, I'm throwing it up. But it was good for the 20 minutes it was down.
Oh God!
Every once in a while, but I had made homemade mac and cheese, and it was just too much dairy and milk. It was just too much. And
even the cheese too. And cheese.
Yeah, I had to be real careful how much cheese and stuff I eat. Like I made I batch cook my spaghetti sauce and meatballs and stuff. I have it in the freezer, so I just have to go grab a container of the sauce, and then I'll add some diced tomatoes to it, and I throw the meatballs in and I cook sauce. We had spaghetti the other night. It didn't bother me at all. Spicy doesn't bother me at all, but dairy, it cripples me. At middle of the night, I will wake up literally, and I got a good pain tolerance. It literally brings me to my knees and takes my breath away. So I called the doctor finally and said, okay, I'll go see what's going on. They did a test last year, said, oh, there's nothing wrong. How am I got that? Because I said, oh, sorry, Tank. I mean, it's not the best way to, it's unfortunately losing weight though. It's not the way to do it, but I like cheese too, but I've got to do it in moderation. It's like anything else. I've got to do it in moderation. It's like I loved ghost pepper sauce. And I watched a thing last night on YouTube. Oh my God, the foods that you shouldn't eat. And I'll tell you what, if we go, we're not going to eat anything. Which one was bad for you?
By the Canadian Food Guide, we'd be constantly eating. And it's like, I don't go by that.
No.
I eat what I would like to eat. But like I have to take Nexium twice a day, because if I don't, then I can't eat. Because I'd be in so much pain. So.
Okay, I was just checking.
I had an anxiety attack once when I was working.
Doggy life. Positive thoughts and prayers for everybody in the chat that is having health issues, mental health, life issues. Positive thoughts, prayers, whatever your choice is to you. Like I said, when I say my prayers at night, and I do pray, I lay in bed and pray, talk to them. I just put a general, positive well-being, good health, and I never put, people say, what would you wish for? Like if I won the lottery or something like that, just enough to pay my bills off and just live my life. I don't think I was ever meant to be rich, and I'm content. I'm happy. I saw people with money, what it did to them. I was married into a family that was very wealthy down in Louisiana. And they tried to they were driving their cars, shooting at each other. I mean, no, I'm happy. As long as I take care of my dogs.
Well, yeah, they say money can be the root of all evil.
Yep.
The greed of money.
Yep, it can. I'm going to try to wear some of my makes. I'm working on, I got to dig my Nikon out because I got to take some pictures so I can start listing on Ko-fi. Some people have asked me about, what, socks, hats and stuff that I've made. And I do like I said, I gave socks away last week and I gave, the poncho away last week. You never know what's going to be going on.
Yeah, you could see her fair poncho like go up for auction or
No,
something.
I'll be keeping this one. I'll
I've
be
heard
keeping
that
this
one before.
Farahon.
I've heard
I'm
that
keep
before.
Nope, this one I'm keeping. I said this one I'm making for myself, just like when I did, I made the second Juliet top. I gifted the other one and the second Juliet top, although I've lost weight and I've got to kind of modify it. I'm gonna run an elastic through the collar so it'll cinch it in a little bit because it's down just above my knees. I could literally wear it as a dress, but to wear a pair of tights in the wintertime. Wow. I disagree with when hospitals do that to people because I've seen it result in the worst result. You know, we had a guy a few years back was out in the woods cutting trees down, and he had gotten hit,
Oh
and he went
my.
down to the clinic. He went down to the clinic, and he had been hit in the head, and they said, "Well, just watch him for a concussion." And he went to sleep and never woke up. He died in his sleep. So I have issues.
Yeah.
I have issues with that. I mean, especially up where we're at, our healthcare is a lot different than down in the States. When I lived in the States, I just go to, Med Express or something like that the same day. And most time within a week to 10 days, I was in for an MRI, CAT scan, CT scan, whatever. No, Tank, I heard from Bailey. She had won in the Yayas. And she was surprised and thanked me, but she's got a lot going on. She's hoping she wants to come back and do some videos, but she's got a lot going on in her life. So I haven't heard from her since early part of the year, but she's doing okay. She's doing okay. There's a few people I've been checking on that have had a lot going on. That I used to see a lot, don't see them, but I have outside the channel and social media that I check in on them. So that's what it is. I don't think we're going to make our goal today. So,
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
nope. So I am going to say that when I go to spin the wheel, it is only going to be for $20 Canadian because that will take everything. That's everything that come in today. And that's good, Tank. I do same thing. Bailey has a strong faith. So that's what it'll be today. The wheel. I am going to do a gift away though. I am going to, but I will tell you now, it will not be mailed for a couple of weeks because, it is what it is, and it will be for choice of. I do too, Denise. It will be for choice of knitting needles or crochet hooks. It will be only one. I know, Denise. I did too. I messed with her. No. Don't worry about it. No, doggy life. I'm just saying it. Hey, you have good weeks, you have bad weeks, and that's just what it is. So, and I have to show self restraint on my part because I love to do giveaways. I do, but right now, as of this month, I'm semi-retiring, so I've got to make sure I don't put myself short to take care of my household. Good way of putting it. I actually pretty much
take care of your own before you can take care of others.
And I am putting off my trip to Australia till maybe the end of next year rather than January because I have a goal. I want my credit cards paid off, and my car is paid off in less than 2 years, and which is I reach full retirement age. And so by the time I retire, all I want to have is my mortgage payment, my half the mortgage payment, and my utilities. That's it. And maintaining my cars. That's it. As fast, I think I've only got 1 or 2 pair left. I've gifted them all away, but I will eventually, as I do them, because I'm going to do Rose City Rollers. I've got a couple of like shorty socks that I can do quickly. Well, I say quickly, a week, if I worked solely on them. But no worries. And you never know, you might even find a mystery box or 2 of yarn on the Ko-fi shop, but I've got to go in and clean it out. Some of the stuff has been sold, gifted, I gotta see what I have up there. So, but other than that, I am going to get ready to spin the. We have 15 minutes left of the live. So, first thing I'm going to do is I am going to ask everybody. Somebody put a break in the chat, and
Oh,
I'm going
and don't
to.
forget your thummies.
Yeah, don't forget your thummies, everybody. Please, thank you. Yeah, we have. Yep, we got 13 thummies. Okay,
There's your
break
break.
in the chat, and I need to bring this up. And it's going to start collecting comments. So you guys just keep. I'll give it another 30 seconds.
Oh. Another pair.
Yeah, I like the Rosie rollers. It goes fast. Doggy life, think positive, my dear. Positive. The power of positive thoughts is unbelievable. Okay, now the winner on this, you will get your choice between knitting and crocheting, and whatever's left will go in for next Sunday's live. Okay, and we're going to. Okay, everybody, break in the chat, and I'm going to. Bring up the screen here where I can share. Okay, hold on. Oh.
Yeah, it's good when you're debt free.
Well, I have my goals. I got it. I clicked that. Hold on. I got to bring it back up. Ay. There we go. There it is. There it is. Come on. Share my screen. Okay, and I go over to here. Present. Share. Here. Share. Okay, I'm going to start collecting comments. Okay, and we are going to draw around and around and around. Go.
Nick bought that. Oh, Demetra! Congratulations!
Congratulations, Demetra. Oh, what? Demetra? No word, dear. No word. It's just. I just do everything. Demetra, knitting needles or crochet hooks? And these are nice needles. They're surgical stainless
Can't
steel.
Can't see you.
There I am.
There you go.
They're surgical stainless steel. So, Demetra, knitting needles or crochet hooks?
Knitting needles, crochet hooks. Which would you rather? Knitting needles, please, she says.
Okay. I'm going to put your name on this. And we are going to draw for the crochet hooks, okay? So you'll be getting another package, Demetra. Okay, I'm going to go back here. Here. I gotta go to. Nope. There we go. And we're going to draw for another winner. So, Demetra can't win. If you win this week, you can't win next week. You have to take 1 week off. And good luck, everybody. This is for the crochet hook set.
Tina, congratulations.
Tina, you have won. You have won.
They're pretty too, yeah.
Crochet hook set. They have got some weight to them. They do have some weight to them. But they're really nice hooks. They have like a prim head.
And it's nice that those scissors like come with like a cover.
So my winners, please email me. And it's just for my records. It's just for my records. email me your shipping address. Tina, I'll need your phone number, my dear. And then, like I said, these will go out either next week or the beginning of the following week, but we'll see how things go. I'm gonna put Tina here.
Okay, doggy life, you take care.
I'll keep you in my prayers, my dear. I will keep you in my prayers. So that is our 2 winners.
And our
Now-
lovely Zara just put up your email address for.
Thank you,
people to
Zara.
send you.
Thank you. She's my lovely. Zara's got a birthday coming up soon. I have, I'm going to spin the wheel for the super chat. Okay. And like I said, the cash prize will be a $20 Canadian. Yes, Tina, you won, dear. You won the crochet hooks. You won the crochet hook set. So email me at hookinandstitching.islandstyle@gmail.com. It's at the bottom of the screen. It's in the description box. Zara put it up. And I need your name, address, and phone number if you're outside of Canada. I'm going to spend, so it will be a $20 Canadian, either Mary Maxim, Aberdeen's. If you're in Canada, I can do an e-transfer if you win. Or Wool Warehouse. Okay, so I mean, $20, and if you put a little bit with it, you can get something nice. But $20 is what we got today on the wheel, so that's what will go for the monetary gift. So let me over here to stop cam, present, share screen, super chat wheel. Okay, and share now. I need a volunteer to tell me when to stop shuffling.
Somebody type stop when you want.
Yeah, I can't watch it. You'll have to tell me, darling, because I can't see.
Yep. Somebody puts. Stop. Zara said stop.
And
Spinny
good
the
luck.
wheelie. And look at that, the newest member of the Yayas, Tank.
Tank won the 20 Canadian. Okay, and
So if you could email her, Tank, when you have a chance.
Email me, Tank. Like I said, I can do PayPal. I can do a $20 Mary Maxim. It's Canadian. It's $20 Canadian. So I just did a US Mary Maxim gift card. Because I do have an account with US that I can send you.
Can't see you.
I don't. You don't want to see me.
Yes, I do.
Or I can do Aberdeen wools. You know. So just let me know. Okay, thank you, Tank. Just let me know. Congratulations to all my winners.
Yes, congratulations to everyone that won.
Congratulations. Yes, congratulations. There's the hounds. I hope you guys are going to have a great weekend. Again, I want to thank everybody. PayPal. Okay, what PayPal? Just put your PayPal address, email address to use, Tank, and I will send it to you. I want to thank everybody for coming and spending Saturday afternoon with me instead of Sunday. I wish me luck in the poker tournament tomorrow. It's a charity poker tournament, and it's in the afternoon, which is normally it's.
What are you going to knit?
I'll have to stay alert because there's 2 tables already. There may be a 3rd table. If there's a 3rd table, I'll be dealing as well as playing.
That's a little bit harder.
Yeah, so I have to pay attention. But it'd be fun. Both my classes got canceled this week, so I didn't have to teach this week. But again, I got to finish up my taxes, file my U.S. taxes, get that done because I have to file in both countries. I got to get caught up on the 9 years I haven't filed. I got to catch up on those.
Oh my!
Yeah, it's not gonna be hard. So they're just 0 taxes. And I just got one more tax clinic set to do because they just come in. So anybody after April 30th, they get done when I get them done. I put that out there because last year they had me doing them clear until September.
Oh, thank you, Zara.
Oh, thank you. And Zara, and everybody, please give Zara a thumbs up and a thank you because she's such an awesome moderator. I've got great moderators on this channel. Yeah, I got some great moderators. She's always on top of it, and she's just awesome. And she's such a lovely person. I know, I can see
Totally.
Zara blushing now. She's beautiful. She's beautiful inside and out. Everybody, remember, I hope wherever you're at, you're
Yeah.
staying safe, you're healthy, you're happy, doing what it is that makes you happy. And remember, hug, smiles, and happiness, pass it on, make the world a better place each and every day. Be the light in somebody's dark day. Bye for now from Deer Island.
In Nova Scotia,
Anything else to say, sis?
I just want everybody to have a blessed and wonderful week ahead.
Yes. And we will see you in the next video, the next live. I'm working on some content in between purging, but I am going to restart that dishcloth. I may do it tonight. Just sit there and watch TV and knit it up halfway, and then I do the tutorial for it. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Love you all. Thank you again so much for coming and spending, excuse me, live with me. I'm choking myself
Oh
up.
my.
Congratulations to my winners. I will see you next
Yes.
Sunday. I'm going to schedule that live as soon as I'm done here for next Sunday, and I'll see you. Love you all. Thank you
Mwah.
again. Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.